Hello, my name is Mike Johnson. I'm taking you on an inside and outside video tour of this 2015 Mercedes-Benz motorhome. It's actually a Thor Siesta 24 SR with dual slide out rooms and full body paint. This is a premium package on this. It's in mint condition, excellent condition inside and out, really nice. All your friends will be impressed when you roll up with this one, because first of all, it's a Mercedes diesel. It's a turbo diesel engine, 3-liter V6 Mercedes diesel engine with clean diesel technology. So it gets really good gas mileage compared with other types of motorhomes. Potentially 11 miles per gallon, cruising along with a big old RV. If you cruise around at 65 miles an hour, you can probably expect about 11 miles per gallon, which is way better than almost any other type of motorhome. And you have 2 slide outs with full body paint on the Mercedes-Benz Sprinter chassis. These are really popular. They've been extremely popular since COVID. Even if you just need it for a restroom for your long trips, they're pretty awesome. It's not like the little vans. This is not like a van life. This is a real Class C motorhome. So this one is full feature with generator and rooftop air conditioner, shower, walk around or crawl around queen bed, big deep slide out. So your queen bed is in back and the slide extends out, so it's short and easy to maneuver, but when you get to the campground you can deploy your bed. It's hypothetically possible to drive with the bed slide extended, although it makes the RV longer and it's generally not necessary. You put the slide in. We'll talk about the inside later. There's a LED light strip over the awning. We're running the engine, so that goes off when the engine's on. Power main awning in excellent condition. It looks like it has a brand new material installed, or it was always originally kept really nice. All the paint is like brand new on this. It's really glossy, clean, excellent condition paint. This has the frameless windows, so you don't see ugly window frames around most of the windows, and you're on a full painted Mercedes-Benz chassis. Now if these aren't fully painted, they don't look the same, so you definitely want full body paint. Without the paint, they don't hold up the finish as well, but this one looks really nice. Let's take a closer look up above. Up over the slide out room, you see there's an awning over the slide. That keeps rain, dirt, debris. You know, if you park under a tree and the squirrels are throwing acorns at you, it keeps them from dropping onto your roof. You have a second awning over the slide out. These are like conveyor belts, so when the slide goes in, like a conveyor belt, it dumps everything, all the leaves and debris, off onto the ground, or if you're in the snow, it dumps the snow onto the ground. So let's talk about this floor plan as we go around. I'm going to show you a flash on the screen of the specifications. It shows all the measurements. How high is it, how long is it, how wide is it. That's the specifications view. And then as we stand here and look at it from the camping ground side, here is the floor plan layout. This shows you from the manufacturer what the floor plan looks like. Now this one has the Streamliner front bunk. A lot of Mercedes-Benz do not have a bunk over the front. They'll either have an entertainment system or just a small cabinet, but this one has the extra sleeping capacity of a front cab over bunk. Now if you look at different makes and models, the Siesta is one of the few that has this Streamliner. It really helps your gas mileage and wind resistance. So if you drive You can drive a Mercedes. It's electronically limited to a maximum speed of 83 miles an hour. But if you don't have this streamliner, you probably never get to that speed because of the wind resistance. But this streamliner boosts your gas mileage, and it makes it possible to go faster. Some states have 80 mile an hour speed limits, like Texas and Idaho. So if you're driving in Texas or Idaho, you can go 80 miles an hour legally on those roads, and it's safe to do so with this motorhome. I've done it, and you can do it too, but that's partially because of this streamliner front end that lets you get away with doing that. Up on the roof, it has a Dometic Penguin high performance air conditioner. The Penguin AC is a low profile AC, so it gives it a little bit lower ground clearance. And on this front slide out is a sofa recliner sleeper, a sofa sleeper that in the slide that slides out, and then you have a table inside. So before we go in, let's take a closer look at this awning. It has, like I said, an LED light strip. It lights up your patio, and bugs are not really attracted to LED lights, which is really cool. So over here is a power switch, so we can recline it, wind it up. We're winding up our power awning there, and it'll retract all the way up into the side of the coach. Because this is a nice long patio awning, you have a large shade area here, so you can sit out here and enjoy yourself at your campsite area, or even in your backyard, wherever you want to go. If you just jump in and you want to drive state to state and see the country, you might even stay in hotels. You could, because this one will fit in a regular parking space, and I'll show you that pretty soon. We're continuing to chitty chat about the patio light. You've got the LED light strip and patio light. It's really cool to have one of these patio lights over your power awning. No, it does not attract bugs. We're here in the dark evening time. It's after 5 p.m. and the sun has gone down, and there are no bugs hanging out with us because the LEDs don't attract bugs. So the 24 SR in the daytime, you can see really starting at the front, you've got seats that swivel around so you can enjoy the conversation with your friends. And we reupholstered these. These are in a marine grade leather, so, or ultra leather, kind of a marine grade vinyl material, so they can withstand sun exposure much better than the original material. These are similar to what they would use to upholster boat seats, so it's good stuff. We've got the dining table here. Now the table can go, and if this ladder's not here, then you can put the table and sit in these seats, or you can sit in the sofa, or you can get another table and put it here in this location. But from the factory, the RV comes with one table. We're getting TV channels. This is over-the-air broadcast from the local TV network. It's not satellite or anything right now. It has a digital antenna and digital TVs. This has got a Roku TV, so you can get Netflix and Disney Plus and all your, you have little direct play buttons, and you can stream internet from your phone to the TV to get internet shows when you're on the road. Now the bed is a super soft and squishy, super comfortable mattress here. It looks like that they just put a brand new mattress in this RV right before we acquired it. It literally has no wear or tear on the mattress. I think it's a brand new mattress. Now when you're going to put the slide in, you flip it up like I'm showing you, and then there's these slide tracks. So, but when you want to sleep, you put it down, and then you can sleep in the master bedroom. You have a TV in the bedroom. We got very good picture quality. The air conditioning control is in the bedroom, and you have a slide control for the bedroom slide here. Big windows. Okay, check out these big windows. There's a really cool campground in Malibu, and I'm going to show you a graphic of the Malibu campground. You can literally back this thing out over a cliff and sleep with your windows open and listen to the ocean crashing at the cliffs below. And when you do that, your RV will be up in the air. People won't be able to peek in your window, so you can literally leave your windows open and listen to the ocean breeze and nobody can see in. It's a very cool campground. If you're at the beach, you don't even need to run the AC. You turn on, open your roof vent, and enjoy the crashing of the waves. You have storage above the bed. There's no storage inside below the bed. Now the restroom is pretty trick. It's got a fancy, you push this to release it, and it's got a double door mechanism. And now you're in position and you can take a shower. You can wash your hands, wash your face, all those things that you do. We had a professional housekeeping service come in and clean this up for you. It's porcelain toilet. Some of the cheaper RVs have a plastic toilets, but this is a porcelain toilet. And actually this is a pretty roomy bathroom. Now you don't get a glass shower enclosure, you just have a curtain. But compared with the Mercedes van style, this is a dry shower. So you have a curtain. You know, if you look at these Mercedes vans, Sprinter van based ones, the shower is above the toilet. So the toilet gets all wet in those. Not in this one. You actually have a curtain. You know, there's no wall. Some of the bathrooms are really narrow on Sprinter vans, but this one is not narrow. It's maybe a 5 feet wide by 6 feet across or so. It's pretty big in here, so you can get around. You turn on the water and you can pull this up to deploy the shower. I don't have the pump on right now, but it works perfectly well. It's got a towel rack. Did you notice that? We've got a towel rack in here, so you got a place to hang your towels. And then this latches into position and closed. So 2 slide outs and your bunk above. So if we put the ladder up above, and then we flip this up, then it's easy to get in and out of the front seats. You're not going to bump your head on the front bunk. But if you have someone to sleep up there, it's instant bed. Your kitchen countertop is a Korean countertop. You have a 2-burner cooktop, and it's lit right now. You can turn it to different settings, high or low. Or off. For lighting these Mercedes-Benz, I recommend having a lighter like so. That's assured fire. There's a little keeper below where you can store that. Counters, you've got quite a bit of storage in here. Open the cabinets up. Drawer storage below. Additional storage over here. Over here. Over there. It's not a 40-foot diesel pusher, so you don't have as much storage as you would on one of these big ones, but compared with the basic C-Class or something, a Ford-based van, this is pretty luxurious glamping. Now, while I'm talking about camping, I don't know what kind of campgrounds you like. Do you like the dry camp in the middle of the desert, or in the cheapest possible campground with a bunch of other cheap people, or do you like to go to a full hookup campground? I mentioned there's a campground in Malibu. It's really nice. Some people like to stay in full hookup campgrounds, but there's an app to help you find campgrounds. It's called the Good Sam app, and here's a screenshot graphic of the app screen. You install it on your phone. It's free, and for free you can search for campgrounds on the map where you are or where you're going to be, find a campground, and even click on it and check the ratings if it's good or not. Now, this is a really nice Mercedes-Benz based motorhome. I do like these. I do like the Mercedes to drive. They're so easy to drive. If I need to go cross country, in fact, I'm going in a couple days and I'm going to go pick up one in Las Vegas and drive it back to California, a different one. But because they're so easy, they've been a little bit hard to get. Sometimes they're selling for too much money. These are really nice. We have another table in here. This is the original table. We had to replace it because it had a little impacts on it. So this is actually a brand new table that we got for you. It's actually very slightly bigger and has the rounded edges, so it's easier to get in and out of the sofa when you're sitting there. But of course, if you need to, you can pivot it a little bit to make it easy to get in and out. And there's two locations where you can keep it. Take a close look at the upholstery here. We're going to show you how the bed works real quick. So the bed goes kind of like this. You actually lift this up, tuck this over, and flip this like so. And then you have this zipper pouch. There's an air mattress in here. You unzip this, you set the air mattress in that position, and you have a nice big queen size bed that sits here. So the possibility is to sleep 2, 4, 5, even 6 people in the Mercedes. But in the Mercedes, 6 are really crowded. It's a little unrealistic to think you can sleep 6 people unless you're really good, close family. 4 people is probably reasonable. That way 1 person here, 1 person above, and 2 in the back. That's reasonable. There's only 4 seatbelts in the motorhome. 2 there and 2 in the front seats. So 4 is realistic. But if you have guests following you in a car, meeting up with you, and push comes to shove and they want to sleep inside with you. Now, some of the upgrades we've done on this RV include this sofa, and the front seats was reupholstered. We changed from fluorescent lights to LED lights. The advantage of LED lights is they're brighter, they use less electricity from the battery, and so if you do dry camp in the middle of the desert or something like that with no hookups, then your batteries will last a lot longer. And we had to put new batteries in this coach, brand new house batteries, 2 big deep cycle batteries. You got a stainless steel sink. We're going to turn on the water pump here so the water flows just fine. You have good water pressure. People ask me about the blinds. So you have full blackout curtains in here. These are the roller shades type. These are the newer, more modern, slow rise roller shades. So they go up slowly. They don't snap like in the old cartoons from the 60s. Water pump's been on. So nice water pressure. Your controls are over here. You have a stereo system. It has a DVD player so you can stream DVD to your TVs. You have your generator. How many hours on the generator? Let's start it up. You have your level test, propane, battery, fresh water, black water, gray water. Right now it's 101.6 hours on the generator. About 200 hours is equivalent to one oil change. So it's almost not been used at all. And it is a propane powered generator. It's a really nice generator. So let's review the switches here, because if people say, how do you control things? Step on and off. Okay, when you show up at the campground and you open your door, if you would like the stair step to be all the way out and not go in every time, you enable that with the step on and off switch. However, if you're at Walmart, you don't want your stairs sticking out there, or at the gas station when a car drives by to hit your steps. So this decides when you close the door, do they stay out or do they come back in? That's what this step is for. It's a really important switch to remember on all motorhomes. You want the steps in when you're at gas stations and parking lots, but you want them out when you're at campgrounds. Let's stay out. Your patio light, your ceiling interior lights switch right here to turn on your interior lights for the main coach area. The skylight open switch. Now the skylight was replaced in this motorhome, so that switch doesn't do anything more. This is a more reliable, easier to use skylight that doesn't rattle when you drive. The original skylights that these came with were a nightmare, so somebody's already replaced it, so that's something you don't have to worry about. Slide, extend, and retract, so you can move the slide in and out. You cannot retract the slide if the bed is open, so the bed has to be put away to put the slide in. Water pump on and off. When you're traveling, you want the water off unless you need to use the restroom or wash your hands, but when you're camping you can leave it on all the time. Your water heater, LP gas right there. That means the propane water heater function is enabled, and 110 volt water heater function is enabled if this switch is on. You have dual water heaters, so if you're at a full hookup campground, like I keep mentioning, where you have water, sewer, and electrical provided by the campground, you can take nice long showers and you'll never run out of hot water, because this is a quick recovery water heater. Now tank heaters. If you happen to stay in a campground where it's going to be below freezing at night, you can turn these on, and little thermostat controlled heating blankets will warm your tanks to reduce the chance of them freezing if it's going to get below freezing at night where you're staying. That's what these are. Normally you don't need to use these. They don't do anything unless the temperature gets near freezing. And of course your entertainment system here. Self-explanatory, but it does have USB. It does have Bluetooth, so you can wirelessly connect your phone, MP3s, and Dolby, so you've got the video player here for DVDs. We're going to put the bed away. Flip this, fold it up. Flip this up and set it in the back. And we're ready to travel. Make a bed or make a sofa in seconds. So this RV has a convection microwave, which means it gets hot like a toaster. It's got a heating element like a toaster, but it also cooks like a microwave, so it can bake and microwave at the same time, cooking your food really fast. It's a convection microwave. If you want to look it up, here are the labels that tell you what model it is. You can pause it and look it up if you want to, or you can just go on YouTube and look how to use a convection microwave and learn more. The refrigerator has been professionally cleaned. Looks really good. It gets ice cold. We have it off, but so the housekeeper could clean it up really nice, but it works. We didn't find any problems. Another upgrade we did, we had to replace the gas detector. This is a brand new gas detector, so it will give you an alert if there's propane or carbon monoxide in here. So that's brand new. So we're going on a little test drive of the Mercedes Motorhome Siesta. It's super easy to drive. Very quiet. It's a turbo diesel, but it's a very quiet diesel. And easy to maneuver. It's only a little bit larger than a pickup truck as far as length goes. Now, as a Mercedes diesel, it's got plenty of power to climb over hills. Diesel engines are known for having lots of torque, and torque is what can lift you over a mountain pass with the power to pull a trailer up a hill. So we're going to pull into a parking lot in a second here and demonstrate this can park in a single parking space. As we're going to go into the parking space, I'm going to give you an aerial view. So we're going to go over here, making a left turn. Super easy to maneuver. It was like driving a car into a parking lot almost. So we're going to back into a parking space right here. Just one single parking space. As we go, we're going to make a turn to the left. And we're going to put it in reverse. And maneuvering into one single parking space. Now the parking lot is empty right now, but even if there were other cars around, you could see you could fit it into a single parking space. Now with this in mind, with a little overhang in the back, you've got a little bit of overhang, so not every parking space can you just take one. You may have to take 1.5, but not like the big ones. You don't have to take 4 parking spaces. But in most parking lots, you could find the single parking space you might be able to fit into. It's really cool. So we got the backup camera. You can see when you're backing up at night. These are very good, easy to drive, cruise control, great visibility, and we're going to give you a little acceleration demonstration. It's starting to get dark early now. Full power, and we're accelerating up. Our gauges. We have to yield to the other traffic. You got the power to climb up the hills and so forth. This can do it. So while you're watching my video here, I'm going to point out that I did get in the wheel simulator, stainless steel finish shiny wheel simulator for to replace the missing one. As I'm filming this video, you'll notice one is missing in some of the shots, but those were shot earlier. This is the following day, and I've installed the shiny wheel simulator, so it has all 4 on the vehicle now. Now I want to show you the cargo compartments. We're going to open them up, look at them one at a time, and then underneath. Rear cargo compartment. And automatic power transfer switch. That means it automatically switches from generator power to land-based power if you're plugged in, and the generator turns on and off. Some RVs you have to plug it into an outlet, but you don't have to worry about that on this one. These are called roto-molded plastic compartments. They'll never rust. They're in good condition. Again, I talked about earlier, we have the wheel simulator coming. When I'm filming this, it wasn't here yet. Shipping delays. Supposed to be here today, but didn't make it. Let's go around and look at the cargo compartments on the other side. I just showed you the generator. Propane tank in great condition. A 30 amp shore power cord in this cargo compartment. And your hookup station. Notice the hookups are enclosed in the cargo compartment here. They're not dangling underneath. Some RVs are dangling underneath and they freeze easier. So now let's check out the tow hitch. So as you look at this, it has a 5,000 pound V5 rated towing hitch. That's your label right there. Current registration through 2022. A spare tire. A lot of RVs don't have spare tires, but this one does have a full-size spare tire underneath. That's your axle differential, anti-roll stabilizer bars. We already have the wheel simulator, as I showed you a few seconds ago. The exhaust system. Now there's no catalytic converters on diesels, so you don't have to worry about anybody stealing your catalytic converter. It has a exhaust diesel filter. It's a little different. Tires, excellent tread on your tires. Is no oil leaks, no fluid leaks. Nice and dry and not all corroded from any type of a road salts or snow melting experiences underneath. It looks good. Nice propane tank is not corroded. Shock absorbers, roto-molded compartments, Mercedes chassis. It's all great condition tires. Again, another look at the spare tire, full-size spare underneath. So if you ever have to call roadside assistance, you're good. And also this rear cargo compartment, which we almost missed. Which you can access also from the side for longer items. As we wrap up our video here, one more look at the roof. You've got vents over the bedroom. You've got vents over the bathroom. It's hypothetically possible to add a second air conditioner if you wanted to over the bedroom, but it's not necessary for. You have the really nice Dometic Penguin low profile unit. You've got a new skylight up there, digital TV antenna, skylight over the restroom, slide topper awnings, and main patio power awning. I want to remind you that this motorhome will fit in one single parking space. And another look at the streamlined front end that gives you great aerodynamics. You may have a little overhang like this over some bushes if you be select about where you park it. Now check out my website. You see it here on the license plate frame. The website is mybestcar.com. Check out to see if this RV is still available on my website. If not, I may have one very similar to it on mybestcar.com. If you're buying the vehicle, the company name is A Buyer's Choice. Now, thank you for watching. If you have questions, you can call me direct at 951-681-2101. Thank you again for watching.